everybody, welcome back to another rendition of our Whiskey Wednesday series here. Today I'm going to be filling in for Brad a little bit. He decided to step away just for this episode since we had Mike down here. Mike's a good friend of Brad's, so he decided just to step in, and he's kind of taking my place, and I'm taking Brad's place for today.
Pretty big shoes to fill.
Pretty decent, yeah. But yeah, if you want to just tell them a little bit about what we're going to be drinking today.
Well, my disclaimer to start with is I am no bourbon expert, but Brad pulled this out, and it's Sam Houston. My father was in the Army and stationed at Fort Sam Houston down in Texas. I asked Brad, hey, is that part of read the back of the label, and there is a lot of military history on the back of this label. Kind of a cool bottle. If you want to know more about Sam Houston, go look on Wikipedia, but kind of a neat story. So it was a neat way to start off a bottle I've never heard of, let alone seen.
Right. Yeah, that's a really interesting coincidence. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah, this is a 12-year whiskey, so we're just going to go ahead and dive into it and kind of get a good idea of what we're feeling on it. This is almost kind of reminding me a little bit of a wild turkey almost. I mean, just like the smell on it a little bit. You know, you kind of get like a bit of cherry, kind of more of a darker fruit on it. I feel like I kind of grasp a lot more of that out of these whiskeys. It smells very sweet, which is good. I mean, it's not like super heavy on the barrel or anything, given that it's 12-year. It's very nice. I think it definitely handled the aging very, very well.
Kind of smelling some oakiness here.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of. Last time Brad and I sampled some good stuff down in Florida, he's bringing back all of these subtle overtones out of the bottle. I said, "This smells like turpentine." I'm
smells
sorry.
like whiskey to me.
I'm getting turpentine with some overtones of mineral spirits, and I did not get the same. So everybody's nose buds are a little different.
Very much so. Yeah.
This doesn't smell as bad as what he was trying to shove down my throat that day. But
smells pretty pleasant. Ooh. There is a lot of sweetness that carries through with that one.
It is sweet.
Yeah, very much so. It's almost kind of like a cherry pie a little bit. I mean, maybe more along the lines of a blackberry pie. Are you kind of grabbing that, Brad? Brad's also behind the camera. He's kind of hanging out, just observing as we're rolling. But yeah, he's sipping on the same thing we are. So I'm kind of just feeding off of him, seeing what he's feeling with it.
That's good. I mean,
really nice.
I'm not sure I would consider it sweet, but it's not that harsh turpentine.
Right.
You know, that steady bite on something that's harsh. But I'd probably continue to drink this if Brad wasn't here and going to seal this bottle back up when we're done.
Vacuum seal it when we leave.
Sam, tell everybody where the distillery is. Or grab the bottle and see
here. Okay, so this is a bottle that was distilled in Bardstown, Kentucky. And a cool thing about this bottle actually is that it gives you the bottle number out of the entire batch that they did. So this is bottle 233 out of 577. And they give you the full mash bill. So it's a 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% malted barley, which is really interesting because a lot of
ryes are really a little stiff, but this must not have much rye in it.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I feel like it's a higher percentage, but I feel like a lot of the spice that you get off of rye doesn't really follow through on it, which is nice because that is kind of one of those things that will steer some people away. But it's really cool that they actually put the whole mash bill on there because a lot of times you get a whiskey that you're just so curious about, and you kind of got to deep dive on Google or something to try and figure out just what the percentages are on everything, so you can kind of try and look for things that are very similar in that percentage from different distilleries to kind of compare. And I really like that they put that right there on the bottle. But yeah, they give you a nice little whole biography on the back of the bottle here that just kind of gives you a little information on everything about the bottle and everything in the history, and that's really nice.
Another little added tidbit that Brad shared was before you go out and rush looking for one of these, somebody bought a bourbon collection, a friend of Brad's, and this was part of a huge collection. Guy had 2 of them and said, "Hey, are you interested in buying?" So I don't know how readily available that you could go out and find one of these. I've never seen it in the store, but
I know I've personally never seen one of these before, so
Only Dram says uncommon.
uncommon, so not like completely impossible to find.
And MSRP $100. So it's higher.
I'd say it's higher up there. I don't know.
I did not pay that. He
Right.
sold it to me less because he got a big bulk.
Oh, that's true.
Amount,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily spend $100 on that. I mean, it's a really good sip. I'm not gonna complain about it one bit, but I mean, I'm also a little hesitant to spend $100 on a bottle.
It's high.
It is.
I wish he wouldn't have looked that up in front of us. I thought we could be drinking a $2,000 bottle of
No kidding. Yeah.
bourbon right here, but
We would
hey,
have never known it.
I'm impressed.
Hey, $100, just fine. That's all right. But yeah, I think overall, very good pour. Very good. Yeah, I mean, if you can find it, by all means, go ahead and snag it. But, you know, obviously it's going to be one that's a little bit tougher to find given that it's uncommon. But if you can find it, go for it. If you got the dough, give her hell.
It's got our recommendation.
Absolutely. But yeah, I think that'll conclude our rendition of Whiskey Wednesday this week. Hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to share with all your friends and subscribe and like, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.